Hello bearded bee people, welcome back to Bee and KBs. Today we've got a bee meeting later on today, so it's not quite as long of a day as is normally the case. So I've kind of got to stop working and be done, get ready to go at about 4. But in the meantime it's sort of rainy. It was supposed to be thunderstorming. That's not the case. But either way, it's a little bit drizzly and overcast, and the bees are not in full flight mode. So I'm going to hopefully take advantage of that and move some pallets out to a new yard in order to get those nucs and singles moved to a new yard, which has always been the plan. There's not enough room here, and the yard hives kind of mess with a whole lot of stuff, including mowing the lawn and walking through it. And you see there's a little fire pit kind of behind that line of nucs that usually we employ once or twice throughout the summer, with the little ones making s'mores and stuff. So that's unfortunately impossible to do now because of all those bees right there, but we're going to hopefully rectify that. So the first step, the first step was figuring out the yard. We got that figured out. And then the next step is moving out pallets, and then we'll be moving out bees. So I gotta grab some pallets. Alright, so here's the new yard. We have the landowner's house. You can kind of see their garage through there. But we've got southern sky here, and I'm going to utilize kind of this tree line and maybe that tree line right there. So I'm going to set down some pallets and then go get some bees. Okay, well, my grabbing them while it's raining idea failed. It's not raining anymore, and the bees are flying. So I'm only going to take the nucs and then let the forager bees kind of drift back into the singles. Hopefully there's not too many out there, but there's nothing I can do about that lest I, wait until night or another day that's raining. So I'm just going to start grabbing bees right now. Okay, so you see the sort of confusion that this causes. That's a little bit more foragers returning to these blank locations than I'd hoped to see. But like I said, there's little I can do about that. I should get out of here though now before they leave from the back of my truck. They will definitely drift into these other colonies. And, that's not such a horrible thing. The nucs have, enough workforce for now. I might have to shake some bees on top or give them a frame of brood, kind of regardless of me moving them today. Just the fact that it's almost the end of July and some of these are 4 frames and, need a little bit of help, especially considering the fact that they're probably losing foragers right now. But like I said, I'm not super worried about it. There's still a couple months for me to rectify all those types of situations. The bigger issue is me getting these moved out of here before the queen cells that we installed emerge, and then I might be taking them away while a queen is out getting mated, and that is no bueno. So I got to get them out there so that those queens can orient to the new spot and get mated out where they're going to stay. And so that I can start trucking out syrup and just kind of caring for these colonies where they will spend the winter. So back in the truck and drive down about 10 miles to that new yard. Alright, now I'm sure these bees are thoroughly pissed off in the back of the truck, so I'm going to put my jacket on before I start moving them. And then I think I'm going to try to add a couple honey boxes to one of our honey yards before the bee meeting. Okay, so this is all I can really move out here today. So I got 4 pallets out here and 3 more over there to fill with those hives that are still in the yard. I might move them tonight after the bee meeting. I don't know, it depends on how dark it is. It probably won't be dark enough. They will still be out foraging, so over the next couple days I will get these last pallets out here filled out. And then my kind of next process for this yard will be hurrying up to try to get all these into 10 framers and start to get food out here so that I can start to make these super, super heavy, because I don't want to have to race to this yard all throughout September while I have the entire bee operation to feed during that month as well. So hopefully this one will be largely taken care of by then, because I can just start throwing syrup on it now rather than waiting until, you know, I pull honey boxes off and stuff. So that is the plan of action. Thanks very much for watching. Get out there and have some fun with your bees.